Hey, good afternoon, everyone. It's Gary here. Hope you're all having a nice week. It's been pretty nice here in Cincinnati. So, going to get right to it today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the show. If you're returning, welcome back. I appreciate everybody who watches my stuff. Today's show is going to be called "Fake It to Make It." You can Google. My brother used Grok AI. That's the search engine. It's an AI called Grok, or you can just go Google it. Google "Fake It to Make It." It's an actual thing. I'm talking about this today because I have a first-hand story, and I got the permission of my friend Larry to share his story. So I'm not going to try to make this very long. I got a lot of content with this one. So you've heard me discuss my buddy Larry in past in past episodes if you've watched my content, and I met Larry through Bruce, and Larry's been retired now. I'm going to go on 6 years. He's been retired. He retired as a chief financial officer in a major Midwest company right here in Ohio. Not going to say the name. Larry grew up in Nebraska. He never went to college, but he was always a forward thinker. That's what I dig about Larry. He's a forward thinker. He thinks outside the box with everything, even to this day. Outside the box. Outside the box. He doesn't believe in the what ifs in this life. But anyway, so he grew up in Nebraska, and his family moved to Ohio when he turned 25 years old. His father had his own tax preparation company. He worked at a small location in Nebraska. And Larry worked for his father through high school, and I think 3 years out of high school. And Larry was always super good with numbers. He's a mastermind when it comes to numbers. Math was his strongest subject in high school. He didn't have the grades, the SAT scores high enough to go to a college. I mean, he could have gone to a community college, but he didn't want to do that. He wanted to go to a university. But he didn't have the grades to get into a university. I mean, you have great math, but everything else sucks. That was Larry. So Larry told me a story one time. He retired, like I said, from a major Ohio company as the chief fucking financial officer. So he said, because he's a forward thinker, what he did is, well, I'll give you a background before I go into what Larry did. In the United States of America, 850 colleges and universities have closed forever in the past 25 years. You can Google that. Because I fact-checked Larry. He told me the story 3 days ago at Bruce's house. Because I never knew how he got to where he was. So he said, he Googled one day, back in 2005. I think he said he started doing that. Of universities that have closed, universities and colleges that have closed forever in the United States of America. He just threw a dart and picked one that had a fancy name. And so he put together a resume for himself. He said, well, fuck it. I'm going to say I went to this university. I graduated top 5 of my class in accounting. That's what he put on his fucking resume, people. And then he put on his resume that he worked for 3 financial companies in Nebraska that were mom and pops accounting companies that are still in existence. Well, actually, 2 are out of business, and his father's is still operating. So he put down 3 on his resume. I think that's what he told me. I think that's what he said. Was it 3? I think it was 3. Yeah, 3. And he had a lengthy resume. Made it look really glorious of the things he's accomplished. He put in volunteer work. He put in that he worked in the VA, Veterans Affairs Office, to do taxes for people that couldn't do it for themselves. He did that for free. He went to nursing homes, did people's taxes for free. So he did community work. Top 5 in his class, people, from a college that does not exist anymore. And I'm listening to this show. I'm listening to this story. I'm like, you're fucking kidding me. You did that? He goes, yeah. He goes, Gary, I had to get a foothold somehow. He says, I'm a whiz with numbers. By the way, he did my taxes this year. But anyway, that said, he started interviewing. So when this family moved to Ohio, he said, well, I got this resume I put together back in Nebraska. I got this resume. I'm going to start interviewing. So he told me, I guess Bruce knew his story a long time. I didn't know it. So he interviewed in I think he said 7 different companies to apply as a financial officer. And he got hired by a major corporation in Ohio. Not going to say the name. Won't do it. He said he goes, Gary, you could tell my story, but don't tell all of it. I don't want to get busted. I am getting a pension from this company. He went into this office and interviewed with the vice president of this company. Larry was 27 years old when he interviewed. The guy looked at his resume. He's reading it. While Larry's sitting in front of the guy's desk and this vice president's reading his resume, he goes, my God, you've done a lot. Lawrence here, it says you've done this, and top 5 of your class. Blah, 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 university, never heard of it. Larry said, yeah, it's in North Dakota. They closed their doors several years ago. I graduated top of my class. Oh, okay. Well, I guess no, so we can't check that. Can't check that. I can't check that. I can't check that. Oh, wow. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to offer you a job. So he said this is exactly what happened. He got a job offer from this major corporation in Ohio to start him out in the accounting department. Within inside of 3 years, did I just spit? Within inside of 3 years, he was the chief financial officer of this company, making $180-something thousand a year. Full benefits. And my eyes were popping out of my head. I said, Larry, you fucking did that? You lied? He goes, yeah. Yeah, Gary, you have to. You got to fake it to make it in this world. If you know you're better. So if people are watching the show right now, so that was Larry's story. So, and now he's retired. He's a wealthy man. He's got a bunch of fucking money. He's invested his money correctly. He's a smart guy with numbers. But he needed a foothold. So if you're out there and you're struggling in a company or your own company or whatever, get the mindset, read about it, fake it to make it. He told me before he made it big, his company the company he worked for had 6 or 7 other sister companies around the country. And there was one in New York City. And he interned there. He didn't intern there. He worked there for a summer. And when he was taking the elevator up, his floor was like the 8th floor. So in the morning time, he'd go up there and he'd pull his cell phone out. And he'd be looking at his cell phone and he'd be talking out loud in a packed elevator. He'd say shit. And Larry told me this. He's looking at his cell phone, he goes, God damn it. He'd say this out loud in the elevator in front of around people. This is the mindset Larry had. God damn, I have 9.6 million? How's that possible? Oh, excuse me. Am I talking too loud? Oh, pardon me. Pardon me. God, I have 5.3 million? Well, no, wait, I guess I'll have to call my accountant later and thank him for the investment. He was blurting it out in public. He'd be on his phone. He'd have his phone off, but he'd put the phone up to his head and walk around the city streets of New York saying, will you tell that guy to finish my Porsche already? I mean, I want to pick it up. I only got another hour of lunch. It's a brand new Porsche. Will you hurry up and get that? He made up a story. He fabricated a story in his mind. He was faking it to make it. It's a real thing. I've heard of it over the years. I've heard of people doing it. I've seen YouTube videos of people that have faked it to make it. And here I am 3 days ago listening to Larry's story. He came from a peanut operation with his father. Didn't go to college, but faked it on his resume. Throw a dart. Look it up on the internet. How many colleges have closed? How many universities have closed in the past 25 years? Throw it on your resume. Who's going to check? How can you check if a company or a college or university is no longer there? Right? No record. It's just gone. Well, I finished number 1 in my class. Yeah, I was going places and then they closed. I couldn't even fucking finish. I couldn't even graduate. But it works. It works. You can go on, you can Google it all day long and check it out. But Larry would do that. He would be on an elevator, crowded elevator, going up the floor slowly, talking out loud. It's not real loud, but loud enough, talking to himself. God damn it. One day he was talking about he had five point something million in his account. And then he was looking at, God damn, I don't want to put an offer on that house just yet. I'll put my new offer in there. My counter, $600,000 for the house. Boom. Oh, sorry. Am I talking too loud? I'm sorry, sir. Am I talking too loud? I apologize. I have a habit of doing that. In the elevator. All the while, he's living in an apartment in Ohio. And he's renting something in New York. He had no money. He had 2 nickels to rub together, but he was faking it. I've talked about this. I may have talked about this in other programs, but if I didn't, I'll share it. The subconscious is a sponge. I know I've talked about it in other episodes. I have so many episodes up right now. I can't remember which one it was. Your subconscious is a sponge. It's the intake valve of your brain. It listens to everything you say. So don't ever talk bad about yourself. Always, and it's hard not to, because sometimes you say, God damn it, I can't believe I fucked that up again. Well, your subconscious is hearing that. And it's going to draw more of that fucked upness to your life. It's a receiver. Your subconscious conscience is a receiver. It listens to what you say. So if you say things positive about yourself, I did this, I graduated from here, I got a great job here, I do this, I do this, I do this, I live in this community, I drive this kind of car, I have this country club, I got a smoking hot wife who cheats on me. That's a joke. But you keep on you keep on talking positive about yourself, and your subconscious is taking it in. It creates it for you. It did it for Larry. And I've watched programs on YouTube where people have done it. Check it out. It's something to think about. If anything else, it's something to think about. But I wanted to share that quickly today with everybody, that he did that, and he told me all about it. Just don't talk negative about yourself. And it's hard to do because it's a natural thing. We get pissed off about something like, you're a woodworker and you put the nail in the wrong stud. You go, God damn it, I'm so fucking stupid. Don't say that shit, because your subconscious takes that you're a fucking dumbass and you become a dumbass. Really quickly, so before I get off of here, if you say this little sentence to yourself every single day, you will find that you'll have more money. Say, I will always have more money than I need. I cannot help attracting money into my life. Say that 3 times a day. That's just an affirmation. I read that somewhere. I'm not rich, but I'm not hurting. And I say that 3 times a day. Every day. Every day. So yeah. Think positive about yourself. Fake it to make it. Have a vision wall. I got one in my office. I showed you the one episode. Have a vision wall of things you want in life. Your subconscious sees that vision wall of what you want in life, be that as a nice car, a nice mansion, a horse, in my case, horses, race horses, a big house, blah, 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 blah. And the list goes on. Have a vision wall and think positive about yourself and fake it to make it. That's all I got, people. Hope you all have a fantastic week, what's left of it. Thanks for stopping by and looking at my content again. Take care of yourselves and each other. Peace out.